Hey, it's Heidi McGurk with Heidi Rain Coaching. Welcome home. If it's your first time joining me, I help people to fix their dysfunctional relationships. And I've been doing this really important series on people who are dealing with the most dysfunctional people, the most dysfunctional relationships, and that is people who are in a relationship with an addict or an alcoholic. Look, here's the reality. You can have everything from the outside looking in, all right? You can have the money, you can have the house, you can have stuff, but if you're laying awake at night, racking your brain, thinking how to make this stop, if you're full of anxiety, you're full of sadness, you're on the brink of a meltdown, you don't know you don't know how you're even surviving what you've already did, because it's maddening, okay? Then you can have it all, but not have the thing that matters most, which is your sanity and your peace of mind. And I really want to restore that to you and your family. And that is my ultimate vision and goal. There's help for addicts and alcoholics. I mean, look, there's like a treatment center every 5 minutes. There's places to go, right? There's meetings, there's free resources. Where's the family left? Yeah, okay, there's meetings that you can go to, of course, but my clients don't prefer to go to those meetings. They're private. They're not going to want to walk in and sing it from the rooftops. The stigma is real. In fact, they don't even want to admit it in their social circles. It's important for them to maintain a certain level of anonymity amongst their friendships, and so they don't talk about it. Or they get advice they don't really line up with, so they don't want to talk about it because people are telling them to do things they don't believe in. And you might see here one of these things is detach. If you missed this video, go back and watch it because it's not what you think. I'm not for the people that want to turn their back, that have said, oh, there's nothing I can do. So just look, in fact, people will comment sometimes on my videos, there's no hope. Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you, the one who knows there is hope. There is still, you might be on the brink of feeling like you're giving up hope, but inside of you, there's still that belief that change is possible, that love is possible, that healing is possible. And I want to actually equip you and give you the strategies that you need to know how to make that hope real, how to turn that hope into action, how to change the dynamic in your family for good. Wow, what would that be like? The reason I'm uniquely qualified to do this is not just because I overcame my own stuff. Lots of people overcome stuff and they want to teach how they did it and whatever, right? I overcame it in my own life and my family. But I actually took my theories and ideas and put them to the test. And I taught inside of one of the world's leading drug and alcohol treatment centers for 7 years. And there, day in and day out, I was an educator and a life coach inside the treatment center where I equipped thousands of clients in recovery with the strategies and tools they need to live a life worth being sober for. And then I went to work where my real heart is, with the families. And I was able to create a family program inside that treatment center and ran it for several years, and hundreds of families came through. And that healing actually is the one that lights my soul up the most, because for people like you, that's why I took it on the road. That's why I'm here on these videos now, right? That's why I'm here, because there's millions of other people who will never go outside of their houses. They're Googling stuff, right? Like, what's Ativan? How do you detox somebody? And they're going off half-cocked without the information that they need. It's my heart's desire to bring you all the tools and strategies and real concrete answers that you need to make the change that you need to make in your family so you can restore your sanity and your peace. And so welcome home. I'm really glad you're here. If you want to go deeper, go to lovecoachheidi.com and send me a message, and we can really get to work in your family and make change fast, immediately, right? Start making the change today. Or you can continue to watch these videos and drink a little bit from the fountain and make some change, right? But if you're ready, because the lie we believe is that it's just the addict's responsibility to get better. And we're watching these videos because we want to know how to fix people. We want to know how to change people. And I'm going to give you those strategies too, on how to, because you can help people get better. There are things you're doing that are helping them stay sick, and there are things you can do to help them get better. But you also need the support, because it's costing you emotionally, wrought with anxiety and sadness, and how you think that's affecting you in your job, in your finances, in your spirituality, in your social life. It's affecting every area of your life. And so it's time. You deserve to get the help too. All right. We are down to our last E in our acronym, believe it or not. If you missed a video, go back over to lovecoachheidi.com, click on the blog, watch them there. You can find them on YouTube or send me a message and I'll send them right to your inbox. I want you to have the information that you need. So the E is equip and empower. Now, whenever we want to get somebody else better, we want to give them all the tools that they need. Sometimes we send them to the world-class treatment center, right? We give them, we spend the money, we send them the treatment, we hire the coaches, we do the things that we need to do, and that's great. And I've had lots of families hire me to work with their loved ones as well. And I work with the whole family. I've worked with the clients and the parents and the wives and everybody. But here's the thing. We give them all the tools and we equip them and empower them, but we're left with our hands tied behind our back, just feeling like we're going to magically get better. Do you know what happens a lot of the time when your loved one gets better? You're still not better. You're still left with the hurt, the frustration, the pain. When they get better, you're still left with this. That's best case scenario. The best case scenario is they get better and you think you're going to be magically healed, but you have a lot of resentment. You still have all that anger about all that money that your husband spent behind your back, or wondering what happened when he was out there again, and did he cheat and what happened, or wondering if it's a matter of time before your wife relapses and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop and you want to be happy. You're at dinner with her. You want to be enjoying, but you're afraid she's going to look at that wine glass and want to have wine. So you're thinking, where can we go that doesn't serve alcohol? Or you're policing yourself. Should I drink in front of them or not drink in front of them? Or what should I do? Or Christmas is coming or the holidays and you're like, oh God, should we just tell everybody not to come? You know, you're racking your brain and you don't have the answers. You're hoping that they'll just magically appear, that you'll magically know what to do. And that's not how it works. Just like your loved one doesn't magically know how to stay sober, you don't magically know how to navigate this. You need the tools. Sometimes when you go to meetings, one of the rules in these meetings, sometimes these family members go to, is like, you can't help each other. You're not allowed to tell each other what to do. Well, I believe you need to be told what to do. I coach, like imagine if I'm a football coach and we go out on the field and I'm like, I don't know, what do you think you should do? Do you want to run? No, I want to tell you the best play. All right. I want to give you the strategies that you need. I work like a consultant in my wealth of knowledge and experience over the almost decade that I was immersed in this environment. I've got lots of ideas about what works and what doesn't work, and I want to transfer those ideas onto you. Then what will happen is I'm going to give you lots of tools and strategies, but you're going to decide what's going to work for you or not, and you're going to decide what you believe in, and that's where your piece is, right? That's where I'm going to equip you, but you're going to really empower yourself. Once you have all of this, we talked about this strategy here. We talked about learning how to detach, not in the traditional way. I don't want people that turn their back, like we said. I want people that want to stay in it, but want to know how to detach from the way it's supposed to happen. Go back and watch that video. You have the education. We talked about some of the myths about addiction that are just like mind-boggling in that video. Check that out if you missed it. But also just understanding addiction mechanics in general. What does recovery look like? What does signs of a relapse? How did this happen? You know, all of these things that you wonder. How to change your perspective, how to get out of the personalization of this and stop taking it personally. That's a whopper. Okay, if you can do that, your life will change forever. Decide who you want to be. Stop being a treatment center, a halfway house, a life coach, a sponsor, right? A therapist, and be a wife, a mom, a daughter. What would that look like if you just learned how to be in the role you're in and detached from everything else? Declare your boundaries. Not only do my clients not know what they want, they don't know how to hold the bottom line when they know what it is that they do want. So let me help you with that. And then but you're going to be equipped, right? After you have all of this information and so much more, imagine how empowered you're going to be walking through the world, knowing how to handle this. You're not going to feel so alone anymore. And that's how you feel most of the time, right? Like you're just alone. Nobody understands what you're going through. Nobody gets it. Nobody can possibly understand. That's real, right? Number one, let me validate you by telling you it is your unique experience. Nobody else is really feeling it the way you're feeling it. Nobody else necessarily is going to handle it the way you need to handle it. But the first thing you need to do is get some information on what's best practice on how to handle this, how to actually get your loved one moving in the right direction. What are the things that we do that actually keep them sick? Because there are things we do to keep them sick. And what are the things that we do that actually help them, give them the best shot at getting better? And then understanding that the addiction, just because you're a survivor, and you're a person that knows how to handle things, look, you're an overachiever, okay? You're here. You're a hero. You're a fixer, right? But you know who's really impacted are the people around you that are still having to deal with this, that aren't as strong as you. And they need the support too. So let me be the support, right? For telling you how to handle this with your children and with everybody else that's in your life, and how to really navigate the brothers and the sisters who think you're giving them one more chance, and this sibling is, straight A student off of college, and they're, about to graduate, and this one's in treatment, and this one's like mad at you because you're supporting this one, and how do you navigate this dynamic? I've seen it all. I've helped it all, and I'm confident that I can help you too. Go to lovecoachheidi.com, send me a message. Let's set up aside some time to talk. Let me hear about your unique situation. Let's have a mutual interview. Let's see if we're a good fit for each other, and I'll point you in the right direction if I'm not, right? I promise you that, because you need to get the help that you deserve. All right? I love you so much. I'll see you really soon. Take excellent care of yourself. Bye for now.